Hi there, it's Andy Lockwood from Lockwood College Prep, and this is a frequently asked question for our weekly Fact Us Friday series. What are the best strategies for researching and building a college list, for selecting colleges so that they select you? So I'm going to give you 4 tips. Some of these might be a little bit different than what you have heard from your guidance counselor or from other college advisors, you name it. But here goes. So I think that the first thing is you've got a backward plan. So what I mean by that is, there are colleges that are great in some areas and not so great in other areas. That's not really relevant. What's relevant is, what are you thinking about majoring in and possibly pursuing as a career? Now, if you're a parent watching this, you might be rolling your eyes and thinking, all right, my 16-year-old kid has any idea what they're going to do with the rest of their lives? And if you are that 16-year-old kid, you might be, really focused on something that could be a good fit because you're interested in it right now, like forensics. But if the only reason that you're interested in forensics is because you watch all those NCIS shows, I would say don't lock yourself in right now. What everyone should do, and this is something we offer at our firm, is a career and majors and strength finding assessment, so that we can not focus so much on the 4 years of college, which are important, but more so on the 40 to 50 plus years after college, using college as a means to an end. So briefly, the assessment helps you uncover your wiring and then compares you with data from, I think, 3.8 million other people who've taken this particular assessment. And then we back into majors that indicate that you're wired correctly for them, where you can love what you do, so work doesn't feel like work, and you can maybe even make a living. Get off that old mom and dad full ride scholarship, as I say. So that's really the first step, is backward planning before you even start thinking about, okay, should I go to a small, medium, large school? I mean, those are all important things as well, but backward planning is the first step. Get a handle on the types of things, not just one, but it could be 3 or 4 types of majors and careers that could be a good fit, and then start researching which schools are reputable in those areas. So there's a lot of decent publications out there, like U.S. News, Forbes, then some of the other rating websites that are out there. I would look at all those, take them with a grain of salt, but those are good starts. They are helpful in researching your college list. So I use those myself when I'm doing this for our clients. Another tip here is and this is sort of a 2-pronged tip, because it's going to help you not only research the school to see if it's a good fit for you, but it could also help you in the college applications. What I'm talking about is speaking to professors or department heads in the areas that you are contemplating majoring in at those particular schools. It's important to go visit a college. I'm not poo-pooing that, but to be totally honest, after a while, the college visits and tours start to blend in. Here are the dorms. Here are the blue lights, if you feel threatened. Here's the new $75 million underwater aquatic pickleball center that we just constructed. So, yeah, go on the tours, but those tours also could be given by, like a theater major. And if you're an engineering person, how helpful or how well-versed will that tour guide actually be for your specific questions? So my recommendation is you email or call 1 or 2 of the either department heads or top guys or girls in the department that you are contemplating majoring in. And that second prong, or that second benefit, could be that when you are applying to that college and you're answering an essay prompt that wants you to explain why you're interested in that college, now you'll be able to fall back on something or call out something that is very, very powerful and specific. So I really recommend you do that. Here's the 4th tip. Understand where you stand. So when I talk to kids early on in the college process, and they might be in 10th grade, for example, we work with kids in 8th and 9th and 10th grades, and I'll say, are any colleges of interest to you right now? And frequently I'll get answers like, well, I'm looking at Princeton and Brown, and I think Penn's going to be my safety, and we might look at Yale also. and I'll say, okay, great. Those are great schools. I always wonder if the only reason they're looking at those schools is because of their rank and their prestige. That's usually the case, but it's a good starting point. But what you have to understand is, although you may feel like your child is, God's gift to high school students, once you throw your hat in the ring for, Harvard, Yale, Princeton, etc., you're competing with kids who are a whole nother level. Trust me. Sometimes I have a hard time relating to the kids that I coach personally, in terms of not only their amazing academic credentials, but the ridiculously insane extracurricular activities that they have pursued, that we help them pursue also. Today's kids are so overscheduled, and it's such a completely different landscape than when you or I applied to college, assuming we're about the same age. Back then, you could be well-rounded and have good grades and scores, and you'd have a shot at all the top schools. Now you've got to be, valedictorian or salutatorian and cured a deadly disease and started a podcast and a book and made New York Times bestseller and all that. I'm being a little facetious, but not so facetious. So it's a lot different today than when you applied to school, and understanding these things can help you construct a strategic and balanced college list. So for more tips like these, if you think these are valuable, please subscribe wherever you are watching this. Please like it so that you never miss out on these tips, because I really don't think you're going to be hearing them anywhere else, certainly not from your guidance counselor or other sources. Please share this too if you can think of anyone who could use this information. Signing off, Andy Lockwood from Lockwood College Prep. Thanks for watching and listening. Talk to you soon.